Welcome everybody to TechCraft. This is Rob, and in today's video I'm going to show you 5 quick tips you can use to improve your experience with macOS. Let's go. Now, some of these tips you may have seen before, but some of these are using hidden config settings, so I'm sure that not all of you will have seen them. Let's dive straight in with improvements to the dock. So I've got a basic machine set up here. This is a fairly new machine that I've configured, and I don't like the dock at all. And the first thing I want to do is get rid of these recent apps that have been highlighted down here at the moment. I don't like that. So we're going to right click on the dock, choose dock preferences, and we're going to make sure we bring this to the center so you can see it. And I'm going to get rid of show recent applications in the dock, and there they've gone. You can see they've gone from there. And because I don't like that. I also want the dock to hide. So I'm just going to choose automatically hide and show the dock. Fantastic. Okay. You've probably already seen those settings. The next one, I don't think you will have seen at all. Right. So when I bring the dock up, I've got all this junk here, just apps that Apple wants pinned to the dock. And what I really want is to only have the apps I'm using in my dock. Now, I could just drag all these out, and it's kind of painful. But over time, other things can get pinned to the dock. Let's see how we can make the dock always only show the apps you're running. So to do this, we're going to use the defaults command, and to run the defaults command, you need to be in a terminal window. And this is a way of basically tweaking any config setting, whether or not it's exposed via the UI or it's only exposed via defaults itself. And we're going to use this command, get rid of that bit at the end. This command, which is to say, using the defaults command, write to this property, com.apple.dock, static only, and make that a Boolean value, true or false. I'm going to set it to true. And okay, if we come down to here, nothing's changed. That's because we need to restart the dock, and we'll do that with killall dock. And now the dock's restarted, and all that junk has gone away. And only now is it showing the apps that I'm using. If you want to undo that, no problems. Just come back here, change this to false. Again, restart the dock, and wait for it to start again, and all your junk is back. Your choice. So while we're on the dock, let me show you how you can automatically hide the windows of applications that you're not focused on. This can be quite handy on a small screen like a laptop, wherever, where you just want to see just the window for the application you're working on. Let's see that in action. So I've got my terminal window here, and I'm also just going to open a Safari window in the back here, and you can see I've got 2 windows active. And what I really want to be able to do is when I'm just on Safari, just see the Safari window, and when I'm just on the terminal, it's just see the terminal window. And let me show you how to do that. So we're going to do this command. I want it to be true. So this is telling, again, defaults right, com.apple.dock, single dash app. It's a true value for Boolean. And in the same command, I'm going to restart the dock with this semicolon to separate 2 commands. Right, okay, so the dock has restarted. And now if I tab to Safari, it doesn't work. And if I tab to the terminal, it doesn't work. This is a slight limitation of this. It only works when you're selecting the apps through the dock. So if I come down to my dock here and choose Safari, then the terminal window disappears. And if I come to the terminal window, then the Safari window disappears. It's not ideal. I wish there was a way to make this work with the keyboard switching, and I will keep looking for a setting, but it is great on a laptop when you just want to focus on a particular window. So moving on from the dock, let's turn our attention to the Finder, and there are 2 particular settings I like to tweak in the Finder. The first of these is to always show the full file path in the Finder header. Let's see how to do that. So you can see here I've got Finder showing my home directory. What I want to do is make sure where it says Rob here, I want that to say the full file path instead. Let's see how to do that. So back in the terminal window, again with the defaults command, this time it's com.apple.finder rather than com.apple.dock. This underscore signals that this is truly a hidden parameter. There's really no easy way of setting this in the UI. Certainly haven't found one. And it's just fx show postfix path in the title. I will, of course, put all of these commands in the description below. And value is true. So let's set that. Obviously, it doesn't take effect until we restart. So we'll do the same killall finder, this time not dock. Finder will now restart. And there is my user's Rob, which is great. And it's useful if you're a Unix coder or whatever, you've got your full path there. Now, if you're looking at that Finder window and being frustrated like I am by the fact that the folders and the files are sorted into each other and you want to fix that, this setting is for you. So if you just mess around with the sort a little bit, and maybe let's just sort by kind, so I get this kind of segmentation. And if I sort by name, I get the files and the folders intermixed, and I want to separate them. I want to sort the folders first and then the files. There is a setting for that. Let me show you. So back in the terminal window, again, with the defaults command, this time the property is fx sort folders first, -bool true to set it to true. I'm going to kill all finder at the end to restart the finder. And now notice if I do a sort by name, I get all my files at the end and I get my folders first, which is really nice. If you want to undo this, much like the other commands, all you need to do is change that bool value from true to false, and it will go back to sorting the other way. So if we sort by name here, it's gone backwards. Great. So while I've got the Finder window open, let me just show you one more setting you can and probably should tweak, because it's really frustrating. And some of you might not have even noticed this. I've had a few different Macs where the default value of this setting is different, and sometimes it's what I want it to be, and sometimes it's not. And that is how scroll bars behave when you hover over them and when you try to move with them. So I've tweaked my Finder window here just to hide some of the content, and you can see there is no scroll bar at the side. If I scroll, the scroll bar comes up. So if I scroll again, the scroll bar comes up, but then it disappears. And trying to grab it, especially on longer documents, is quite hard. What I want is for the scroll bar to be always shown. This is easy to do. So in System Preferences, if we come to the search up here and we just type in scroll bar and we find scroll bar behavior, then in this segment here where it says show scroll bars, you can choose automatically based on mouse or trackpad, and I think that's some of where the differences come from. On a trackpad, I think they hide, and on a mouse, I think they show. But I just want them to be always on. So they're always on. And now I can always grab the scroll bar if I want to move up and down. And some people find that has finer control over using kind of swipe gestures. So I know I said this was only 5 tips, but I have a 6th I want to show you, and that is how to fix the kind of really annoying key repeat behavior that I have in macOS. Rather than explain to you, let me just show you. So I have notes open here, and I'm just going to hold down the E key. And rather than repeat E, it's just showing these accented characters. And that is certainly very useful, but I would prefer the key to repeat. I want to see multiple E's. We can fix that. Let me show you how. So back in the terminal window, again with the defaults command, I'm going to paste in this command. The app, if you will, this time is not Finder, it's not Dock, it's NSGlobalDomain. These are kind of like global settings, system-wide settings. And the setting in question is ApplePressAndHoldEnabled. I'm going to set that to false. If we come into Notes and hold down the E key, it doesn't work. And you might have guessed it, we have to restart Notes. So let me just do that quickly. And now if I hold down the E key, it does repeat. Amazing. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this video useful. If so, please hit like, please hit subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.